welcome everyone to this episode of Web3 Talks. My name is Ornella Hernandez and I'm here with Igor. How are you today, Igor?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for joining me. So Igor is the Director of Business Development and Partnerships at Hacken. And Hacken is a cybersecurity company. So today we're going to talk about cybersecurity. But first up, I wanted to learn just a little bit about you. I know that you are based in Dubai. And with event season coming up here in Dubai, well, I guess we're already on our way. I wanted to just ask you if there's any insights that you've gotten so far from attending conferences like the WOW Summit that happened this past weekend, or anything interesting that you saw there.
Dubai definitely does it bigger and more grand than anywhere else. They know how to have fun. WOW Summit was amazing. They well organized, good conversations, good people. The one thing that I can say that the industry seems like very revived, optimistic. In all the events that we've been going to, people are very positive, building out, getting ready to launch, and we're happy to see that.
Okay, good. So we're bullish, eh?
Big time.
Big time. Good. Glad to hear. And everyone, make sure to check out our WOW Summit recap on Web3 TV. And now just a little bit more about you and your role at Hacken, if you could explain what Hacken is, what it does, and what your role is.
So Hacken is a cybersecurity company. We specialize in blockchain security, every spectrum of security for blockchain. We do tokenomics, designs, audits, penetration tests, smart contract audits, bug bounty. We have a bug bounty platform with over 25,000 white hats and researchers.
Can you explain what that is exactly, like a white hat hacker and the bug bounties?
Bounties? Yeah, so bug bounties are basically projects come and they say that we would like for hackers to look for bugs. And instead of exploiting them and running off, they negotiate with the projects or agree on terms on which they submit their bugs. And typically it's ranked between critical to a low severity. So.
Okay, so basically a company's self-assessing its vulnerabilities, right? By hiring ethical hackers?
Ethical hackers, correct. Yes, that actually is, yes. So
is there such a thing as ethical hacking?
There is, yeah. So projects come and they say, you know, we want hackers to look and find. Essentially, they're inviting them in, saying that this is the scope. We want you to look and kind of hack away and see if you can find ways to exploit if there's any bugs in that code. And hackers go at it and they get compensated fairly well. Fairly well.
I wish I had that skill.
Sometimes, yeah. I guess a couple of months ago we paid out 1.8 million. So yeah, it gets up there.
Okay. And so Hacken has its own cohort of white hat hackers?
So we have a community. It's called Hacken Proof, and that's where they are. They come and they basically get to experience their skills themselves on a real project without the consequences of the black hackers doing.
Gotcha. Okay. And so everyone, October is actually Cybersecurity Awareness Month. So I wanted to ask you what Hacken is doing to educate people on how to be more secure with their data and their privacy. Are there any tools or apps that you guys recommend?
We actually do quite a bit in terms of educational process. We do that not only in October, we do it 12 months a year.
Okay, good.
So it just happens that we do stuff like that now. We work with projects in helping them to assess and make sure. That's one of the things that we do. It's CCSS, cryptocurrency cybersecurity standards.
Okay.
It's a mouthful. Yeah, and we help projects assess some of the internal process, making sure that they do it. And yeah, it's just getting awareness. That's the most important thing, and educating employees and users that, you know, security as their responsibility as well. And so teaching actual users to save, it's maybe very simple, but it's actually very important. Don't write your passwords. Don't write your seed phrases.
Right. You think this is common sense.
You'd be surprised. You come to the office and they have their passwords on a Post-it note.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Well, because we have so many accounts and so many passwords to be aware of. We have to write it down somewhere.
Use password managers.
Okay.
And make strong passwords. Don't make it your birth date or your name, or better yet, your date of birth or something. You know, something that go-to things. Those are typically the ones that actually allow you to be exploited.
Okay, good advice. Have you ever been a victim of a scam or a hack? Or a story that you can share with us?
I think everybody at one point have been.
Yeah.
I
Myself included.
See, there you go. I'm embarrassed to say that I have lost my seed phrases from a very old wallet, which I really wish I didn't, but yeah. So that's one of the things.
So you can't access it?
Oh, no. So to me, that's kind of worse. That's your own doing.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But typically, easy passwords or not being secure or logging in networks that you're not comfortable with, that's where the exploits happen. Right. On the user end.
Okay, and I know that this year in 2023, I think there's already been a loss of over like $300 million from scams and hacks and phishing attacks. What do you say to someone who comes from is not in the crypto or blockchain or Web3 world and just thinks that this industry is just full of scammers and frauds? What would you say to them?
Don't jump to conclusions. We encourage people to do their own research. So Hacken is very big in contributing to Web3 community. One of the things that we do is we have security ratings. How can CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, they create ratings based on different factors, TVL and so on. Hacken has created a platform called CER.live. Okay. It's a separate product that allows you to see rating of projects based on their security. You can see exchanges, you can see coins and tokens, and you can see now wallets based on their security. Nothing else. And that actually allows you, before working with a project, to see whether or not they're doing their bare minimum or what's necessary for them to maintain your security. So if you're worried about it, you can go there, you can see what's going on. The projects are they doing the proof of reserves for the exchanges? If they're doing their audits, if they're doing their annual pen test, do they have a bug bounty platform? So it's things like that. You need to do your own research and understand. Don't chase the high percentages of return, because at the end there may not be anything to be returned. I
know. Okay, everyone make sure to check out that site. And so tell me a little bit more about Hacken and what you guys are working on. What's the vision there? I know that there's been announcements of recent partnerships with Radix, for example. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Radix is a new protocol. We are very excited about it. We've been following them for a long time as they were building. They have gone live about 2 weeks ago, and it's a really strong DeFi platform. So we're really excited to see them grow and expand. We have a partnership as their security provider. We're not only providing security for them, we're also extending the special terms for the projects that are coming to build on them. And they have created a new language. It's called Scripto. And
Scripto?
Correct.
Okay.
Scripto, yeah.
Crypto script?
Crypto. Yeah, we're really proud of that. And their team is doing a phenomenal job. And yeah, check it out, Radix.
Okay. And what about the partnership with the DMCC Free Zone in Dubai?
So DMCC, the Crypto Center, we're partnering up with them to help them to stay secure, get awareness out there. That's part of our kind of initiative of education. And also we're looking at the projects that are coming in there and inviting them in to work with us on security and making sure that they are secure and understand. Part of the thing is that we mentor accelerators with a lot of different projects where we help them to plan the security. Security is a mindset. Okay. And so we want them not to be scared and to consider that. And building in security elements from the beginning and from the foundation up into their actual architecture of the project.
Okay, security is a mindset. I like that. And so how did you end up at Hacken in the first place?
I've been following them for a while. Originally, I'm from TradFi. I kind of got sick of that, and so I said I'm gonna travel the world, and I ended up in Europe. And
As one does.
of course. And so I've been traveling and kind of had some free time. My previous projects, I had an exit, and so I wanted to find myself with a project that I was passionate about. And I've been following Hacken since day one, since 2017.
Okay.
When Dima Budorin, Andrew Matukhin, and Evgeny Bershadsky had started it. They've done some phenomenal things, and so I wanted to check it out. And I saw a position open. And so I said, I'm gonna apply. And so here I am, 2 years later almost.
All right. And so after all this time in the crypto industry, what's been your favorite thing about it and maybe your least favorite thing about it?
Favorite, we're really recognizable. I like that. It makes
Hacking.
my job,
Yeah.
it makes my job really easy. And it's kind of like, it's a big bonus to have. It's a bit, I'm from TradFi, and level of stability is kind of like, is nice, but it's a double-edged sword. So it's something that you kind of have to learn to live with. But now I've learned.
So stability in the sense of financial stability or job security?
No, just in terms of how the market is.
Okay.
Because if the projects are not doing as well, or I guess bear market, and so a lot of projects are being affected by that. They can't do and come to fruition to some of the things that they want to do.
Yeah.
And so we actually try to help, and that's one of the things that I like about Hacken. We try to be understanding and accommodating for the current market conditions, and try to help projects out to not jeopardize and not to overlook their need for security.
Okay.
So I really like that the community is very close and everybody tries to help each other. But the fact that it's kind of bull market, bear market, bull market, bear market.
I know, too many waves.
We're almost there.
Yeah,
Bull
you
market.
think so?
I hope so.
What's gonna trigger that bull run?
To be honest, I don't know. I am just at this point I'm wishful that it comes soon.
Okay.
And so everybody is excited, but I don't know. I'm thinking that there's going to be some changes, something that's going to trigger it.
Yeah. What kind of trends do you think might initiate that? Like, is there anything you're seeing maybe from people you're talking to industry? Could it be tokenization? Could it be NFTs going up again? Like, what trend do you think might, or the Bitcoin adoption might trigger?
Well, RWA, real world assets.
Oh, real world assets. Yeah.
I'm seeing a big move in that direction.
Yeah.
We're creating, I guess, a utility for it. But then I'm not in that space, so I'm not going to speak about it. But in terms of trends, I'm definitely seeing a lot more people talking about that. So look out for that. Maybe that will be the next thing.
Okay. And then more personally, besides cybersecurity, what is something that really interests you or that you have your eye on within the industry? So it could be tokenization or something else that you're keeping your eye on. A project, maybe another project specifically, or another tech stack.
I personally been following the regulatory.
Okay.
I'm following. It's a big thing. I'm following what VARA is doing, what AGGM is doing, and what is RagDAO is doing, DIFC. Kind of trying to see what's been going on in terms of tech. Like I said, we like Radix right now. It's doing some interesting stuff. A lot of good projects coming out, and we'll try to speak about them as they come out. But me personally, I think regulatory is definitely something to keep your eye on because it's changing, it's creating structure, and I've been kind of diving in quite deeply.
Okay. Into UAE regulation or just generally?
UAE is in specific. I think this is the closest one to actually have the full functional, like structured regulatory.
Okay. And so would you say that's because the government is more supportive, or why do you think that is?
That is a huge part of it, actually. They're understanding the need for it. They're understanding that the structure needs to be created, and that would attract business to come here. for the I believe that will drive a lot of businesses here to move. The bigger brands are already coming here because, there is understanding. There's rules, whether you like it or not, but there's rules,
Right.
and those rules allow you to feel stability. You know that if you do this, there's going to be that. So there's, I guess, consequences if you don't, or there's consequences if you do. So there's structure, and structure allows you to feel stability.
Right. If people respect that structure.
You have to. Don't come here if you don't.
Right. Okay. So is Dubai a crypto hub?
I'm a big believer that it is. Yeah. We actually made a leap here, and because we believe that it is, and we want to be a part of this region, help this become into the next big thing, which is already is. We want to be taking a big part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I do have to ask, since this is a topical news show, what are your thoughts on Sam Bankman-Fried's trial going on right now in New York? Can you comment on that?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that.
Okay, I had to ask.
We're all paying close attention. I think that if half the things that they're saying, he needs to go away. He crippled. I think that's what crippled our industry. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't mind seeing him stay in prison?
I want to gather my facts before I make my decision. But from what it looks like from the sides, it looks horrible.
It does. I agree with you. All right, and we are nearing our time end. So if you could just tell everyone what's the best way to get in touch with you, learn more about Hacken, and just reach out to the company and yourself.
The best way to reach us is hacken.io. That's our website. Check it out, see what we do, read more articles and more about what we do. You can reach out to me via Twitter, Igor_Hacken. And I would be glad to talk to you and give you consultation, put you together with my team that can help you understand what part of the life cycle you're in and how we can help you keep the Web3 a safer place.
All right, thank you so much for your time today, Igor. I learned a lot.
My pleasure, thank you.
And everyone, please make sure to check out other episodes of the Web3 Talks. Until next time.